honestly, I was just channeling all of this today. Like, we should not have to pay for anything at all. We should not have to pay to live on a planet that we are incarnated on. So you guys will slowly see this system is totally just going to crumble away. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. It's just going to... And I'm just going to sit there with my popcorn and sit back and watch it all crumble. Because, yeah, I'm an indigo, and I was here to actually just, like, bust the system. And, yeah, there should be no control. There should be nothing that you have to pay for. And honestly, if we all woke up and came together, there's so much more we could accomplish on this earth and get rid of the things that do not serve us anymore. So that's the end of my rant. But it's true. We're going to be moving out of a completely different system. And it actually depends on you guys. It depends on the collective consciousness and how willing they are to wake up and face the truth and channel in the light and the love and come together and just make the changes that we need to make. So, but I do see that happening, and I do know that the light and the love has already won. So we are going to watch it slowly fall one by one. The system is just going to fall away. So it's really exciting. So a lot of people don't believe it'll happen in this lifetime, but honestly, I feel like if the collective chooses the higher timeline to where we come together and evolve as a species and really love one another and help out one another and grow everything that we need on this abundant earth that's already been provided for us, it'll happen. So really, like, focus your intentions on the timelines that you want to pick, and do not fall into the trap of the lower frequency timelines, or that's what you'll create. So use your noggins and really, like, tap in. And I promise you, if you keep envisioning the higher timelines and keep creating that, like co-creating that, even just with your imagination, because did you know your imagination is actually more real than this? Your imagination is what's actually real. We're just, like, programmed to think that this is real, but it's not. It's an illusion. But either way, while we're here, let's try to make this illusion the best illusion that it can be, right? Because why not bring heaven into earth on both aspects, both the higher dimensional imagination and both the lower 3D tangible. So let's do it. I say we do it. I think a lot of people are waking up. And that was another thing that I channeled today in the showers, actually. We all came here with unique blueprints that are all connected. And sometimes we say things, and older generations, like our parents' generations, like, maybe they don't fully understand it, but they have the accessibility within their blueprint too. And the reason that we were brought here was to plant the seeds to activate and turn on that blueprint. So the more that we can plant the seeds and turn on and activate that blueprint, just as lower programming tries to keep us in fear and in shame and embarrassment and insecurity and all that fun stuff that doesn't even exist, once you tap into higher consciousness realms, you realize that. But we were here to plant the seed, to turn on their blueprints, to turn on everyone's blueprints. We are activating ourselves, we are activating everybody else, and we're all a part of it. We're all a part of it. So our parents would have not have incarnated without the ability to access that information in their blueprint to have us as children. If we were not meant to turn that on somehow, how would they be related? How would we be relatable at all? And they say, oh, like, past generations, like, there's no way they can even be relatable. Like, first of all, you're choosing that timeline by saying that, by thinking that. Second of all, we all have the blueprints that hold the capability. And third of all, they would have never had us in the first place if we weren't meant to do what we're doing now. If we were meant to do what we're doing now, we wouldn't even be here to do so. Like, so we have the capability to act, like, to turn on their blueprints. Even lower dimensional beings, like lower dimensional beings, it's not even that really, but we have the ability to transmute anything that's lower frequency by just being us, by just being here. Like, we're, they don't want you to know how powerful you are, but once you really tap in, you understand the power that you hold. There's nothing to fear anymore. It doesn't even matter. Does it even matter? Does it matter? No. If you can create the kingdom of heaven within your imagination, and you can create that for yourself, why can't you create it here? Didn't you know that's more real? And by you visualizing that and anchoring that into this plane is exactly what we're doing by raising the frequency and the ascension of the earth. That's exactly what we're doing. So the more you can tap into those higher timelines and like literally visualize and plan out what's about to occur, and the more of us that can wake up and start planting the seeds and like really awakening others, they can do the same thing. And when we can all come together collectively, because we're all connected, and do this, just watch the magic occur, because that's what we're going into. That's what's happening. It's just people aren't, I guess, wanting to accept that, or people are so comforted in the way that things are now that they're trying to like latch onto that, but it's falling away slowly but surely. It's falling away, and we're going to understand this more and more. And I think it's like, it's not happening all at once, because that would be very, very traumatizing for a lot of people, including myself. But it's nice to know that it is falling away to begin with, and it is nice to know that we literally create our own reality by visualizing and imagining, by tapping into the higher dimensions, that of which is our imagination, that of which is our dreams, that of which is everything that we visualize, channeled from higher dimensions. We're anchoring it down here. So if we have the ability to literally create anything here down on earth, there's a song by Peter Gabriel. It's called Mercy Street. And in it, the lyrics are, all of those buildings and all of those cars were once just a dream in somebody's head. And if you think about it, everything that was ever created here tangibly on this earth was just a dream or an idea in their mind that was channeled from higher dimensional consciousness. But they created it here. So why can't we channel higher dimensional consciousness of a utopic nature of heaven and create it here? We can't. It's just the darker forces and the lower frequency forces don't want you to know that, because then they, you know, they lose all their power. But they already have, technically, because we're actually from the future and we came back here to watch it all play out. We volunteered to assist and come back and watch it all play out. So I think my daughter woke up. I was gonna do readings, but because she's awake, I have to get downstairs and make sure that she is all right. I love you so much, and I hope you guys all really think about what I said and really tap into that higher timeline, because I'm telling you, like, we can do it. Why not? Let's make it happen. It's just being aware of it and actually doing it. So let's do it. All right. Bye, guys. I love you. Have a good one.